confidence, business, and mindset coach. And today we are talking about 5 secrets to becoming the successful CEO of your business. So let me activate the chat and let me know who's here, and let's get right into it. So, the first secret is to trust yourself. Have your own back with the belief that you can achieve your goal. You have to have that confident mindset. So, I read the book Think and Grow Rich a couple of years ago, and the book was written by in 1937 by Napoleon Hill, and he was a self-help author searching for the secret to how the rich and famous came to be rich and famous. And so he researched and interviewed a lot of famous people like Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, and Woodrow Wilson, and Andrew Carnegie. And Hill talks about the 13 principles of success. And one of the most important principles is having faith, faith that you will achieve your goal, and faith in yourself that you can do it. And he also talks about having a burning desire to achieve your goal. So Hill never reveals what the secret is, but he says that it's the same secret for achieving any goal in life. And I'm just going to close out of Instagram because that is not connecting. So, um, but so Hill says that he never actually reveals the secret, but he says that it's the same secret for achieving any goal in life. So I have a son who has autism, and by the 5th grade, he still was incapable of having a conversation. And I had a burning desire to connect with him. And so, I decided to homeschool. I really didn't want to do it, but my friend planted that seed that maybe it was possible that he could learn to have a conversation if I did that one-on-one therapy with him at home. And so I researched until I found a therapy that could help him increase his relationship and language skills. And his verbal IQ improved by 29 points. So when I read the book and Hill was talking about having the burning desire for achieving your goal and having that faith, right? That belief that it's possible, then I knew that that was it, right? Because if we have that belief, that burning desire, right? Like I had a burning desire to connect with my son, and that belief that maybe it's possible, and then that confident mindset of I believe that I could do it if I found the right therapy, right? And then I just never gave up until I found what would work, right? And so Hill says desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. So when we have the burning desire and the belief that it's possible to achieve our goal, then nothing's going to stop us until we achieve our goal. So some people I talk to don't want to set goals in their business. They're afraid that they're going to let themselves down when they don't achieve them. But this is actually a I would say the first bottleneck, the first thing that is preventing them from actually achieving their goal. Because we have to, that's the first step, right? We have to set the goal, right? And so that we have something to shoot for. So so the burning desire that Hill talks about in the book is actually a burning desire for riches. So the book is Think and Grow Rich, and that is one of the principles that all of the people who had succeeded had in common is that they had the burning desire to obtain riches. So, and we have to have that as entrepreneurs because that burning desire to achieve our business goals. Because if we don't have that, then we're not going to be motivated to keep going when we fail. Because the thing of it is, like, as entrepreneurs, we will fail. There will be obstacles. So, it's just like Thomas Edison that, Hill talks about in the book. So he made 1,000 unsuccessful attempts before inventing the light bulb. I mean, can you imagine him after like try number 900? He didn't give up. He just kept going because he had that belief that he could do it. So sometimes the obstacles that we create are our own limiting beliefs. And that's why Napoleon Hill also talks about developing that confident mindset. Because as long as you have that passion for what you're doing and that burning desire to achieve your goal and that confident mindset, then you won't quit. You'll keep pushing forward even past the obstacles. And Napoleon Hill said it best when he said, you either control your mind or it controls you. So this brings me to my second secret is you have to manage your mind to become the CEO that you want to be. Mindset is everything. So we must be focused on the positive because only positive thoughts motivate us to take action. And this is hard to do on your own because we tend to believe all of those automatic negative thoughts and limiting beliefs that our brain is feeding us, right? I was surprised to learn that we actually have 80% automatic negative thoughts, according to the National Science Foundation. And unfortunately, negative thoughts don't motivate us to take action. Only positive thoughts do. It's so important to build that confidence with daily affirmations. And Hill talks about this in his book. So, you can do this by acknowledging your daily wins, right? You've got to celebrate yourself, right? So confidence comes from what we tell ourselves. So tell yourself that you're proud of yourself for what you've accomplished that day, right? What are the core values that helped you achieve your accomplishments, right? So, I mean, my core values that helped me help my son's verbal IQ improve by 29 points are faith, love, and determination. And I know that determination always brings me the gift of success. So that's an affirmation for me. And I've put that into my Think Up app, which I do recommend. And the Think Up app, you can record your own affirmations and then, listen to them every day. And the app will play those affirmations on a continuous loop because we have to be rewiring our brain to focus on the positive, to focus on our strengths, right? To focus on how we are going to accomplish our goals. So, but what I don't necessarily recommend is listening to a bunch of meaningless affirmations that you don't believe, right? Because that's more like lying to yourself when you hear those. So, one of the most important things that I do for my clients is to help them find a more empowering thought that they also believe. And this is kind of the tricky part, right? Because again, we tend to believe as fact all those automatic negative thoughts that the brain is feeding us. So my limiting belief was I don't have time to do what I want to do in my business. And I believed that thought for years. And it's still there. I still have to get coaching on this and coach myself on this. I have 2 adult children with special needs still living at home, and I have medical needs myself. So I have multiple doctor appointments to attend per week. And because I've been believing this thought for so long, it's taken a lot of effort, a lot of coaching from my mindset coach and self coaching. But once I realized that that thought was just a limiting belief, that's when I decided I wasn't going to let that limiting belief get in my way anymore. That's when I started paying attention to how long things actually take. And I was pretty surprised with what I was finding. So, for example, there was one strategy that I didn't want to do, and I was telling myself that I just didn't have time. And so I would save that strategy for the end of the day. And my coach helped me to realize that the reason why it wasn't actually the time that was preventing me from doing this strategy, because that strategy only took 10 minutes. But I wasn't doing it because it was uncomfortable. So, just be aware of when there's a limiting belief that comes in, right? And a limiting belief is any negative thought, okay? Because when we're feeling negative, we don't take that productive action. So, just be aware of the thought, and then you can question that. Is it really true? So, is it really true that I don't have time to do this strategy that takes 10 minutes? We think it is, and that's why the mindset coaching is so valuable, right? So lately I've been focused on identifying how long a task actually takes, and I have just decided that I'm not going to allow the thought I don't have time to steal my dreams. So instead, I'm getting super clear on exactly what I want to make time for and how much time the task actually takes. And then I prioritize those things and schedule them onto my calendar. And this is something that I teach my clients how to do with my time prioritization system and through the mindset coaching. Because, to be honest, my clients a lot of times resist this strategy. They don't want to do the weekly coaching. And so that's where the mindset comes in, right? The only reason why we do or do not do anything is because of our mindset. So it's important to identify what those beliefs are, right? And then focus on a more empowering thought that will motivate you to take action. Because ultimately, our actions give us our results. So, this brings me to my third secret, which is to share your value consistently. You definitely have to manage your mind. If you don't, there's no way you're going to show up consistently in your business. Having a coach is so important to push ourselves out of our comfort zone. Without one, you will most likely stay exactly where you are today. So, every athlete who is serious about winning has a coach, right? Because they know that they're not going to be able to push themselves out of their own comfort zone. We've all evolved from these primitive brains that want to keep us in the safety zone of exactly where we are today. Without my coach, I would not be sharing this information with you today. My coach told me to go live weekly, and at first it was taking me like over 5 hours to prepare because I would write these scripts and then I would spend even more time practicing. My coach called me out on my perfectionism and encouraged me to go live from an outline. But I wasn't comfortable going live from an outline. But then I realized that it was necessary to get my value out weekly. And so I had to break through my perfectionism. And I did this with my mindset, right? So now I tell myself that I know what I'm talking about. And so if you are hesitant to go live or hesitant to do any strategy, find an intentional thought that you're going to focus on, right? You can ask yourself, what's the worst that's going to happen, right? So the worst that might happen, right, is that you mess up or you forget what you're going to say. And then guess what? That will probably work in your favor because then people will know that you're human. So now I'm getting more comfortable going from an outline, and I've had another huge mindset shift, which is this is actually how I'm leveling up with these weekly lives. Because when I am becoming the CEO who can go live from an outline. And this is a stepping stone to one day being able to go live from an outline with my own podcast. So practice shifting into the mindset of the CEO that you want to become. And that's how we're going to get there. So, this is exactly how I help my clients with my goal setting strategy. We visualize that we have achieved our goal. right? And I'm actually sharing the strategy in my Double Your Business Challenge coming up on April 10th. So you'll definitely want to join us for that. I'm revealing the secret. And the secret is becoming the person who has achieved her goal, right? So I will be revealing lots of secret mindset strategies. You'll definitely want to catch that. And the secret is that again, you want to practice believing that you are the person who has achieved your goal. We are what we think, right? We've created our current results with our current thoughts. If you want different results in your life, you have to be focused on more empowering thoughts. So we have to be focused on empowering thoughts and break through all the limiting beliefs that are holding us back. And this is how I help my clients every day, right? Is I help them break through the limiting beliefs until they have become the person who is capable of achieving their goal. So, just like I had to have a mindset shift to overcome my perfectionism, and this is something that I'm still working on. And this is why I get coaching every week. So, but more important than being perfect is having people know, like, and trust you. So don't be afraid to share about yourself and your personal life and how you help people. So I believe that each person has their own unique gift to offer the world, but we have to own that value first, right? Before others can know what it is, right? We have to be 100% confident in what we have that's special that we have to offer and how we help people. And then people will trust us enough to buy from us. So when you aren't feeling confident, just remember it's not about you, right? It's about how you're helping other people. So Zig Ziglar has said that you can have everything in life you want if you will just help another people just help enough other people get what they want. You can easily differentiate yourself from others just by being your authentic self. But your perfectionism will stop you from putting your value out into the world, right? And this is how we make money, by sharing our value. So develop your action plan. Every day you want to deliver value to your audience and make offers to help. If you're not following your plan, ask yourself, why not? Is it perfectionism? Because taking messy, massive action is key to getting our value out. Because the fact is, time is limited. There is no time for perfectionism, as I've found out, right? The key to success is taking that messy, massive action so that you are consistently getting more visible, getting your value out into the world. And this is why a confident mindset is so important, because when we are confident in who we are and what we have to offer, then we take more action, we get more visible, and we make more offers to help. And this is what makes us money in our businesses, right? The value that we are delivering consistently and getting as visible as possible with that value. And this is actually my unique value. I love helping women entrepreneurs and a few good men increase the confidence so that they get more visible and make more offers and make more sales. And that's how we increase our impact on the world. So, in fact, I had a client that suffered from anxiety, but he was able to break through his barriers, reduce his stress levels, and build the confidence that he needed to increase his sales goals by 20% after only 4 sessions. So, having a mindset of confidence is the key to all 5 secrets. So, you have to trust yourself, have your own back with the belief that you will accomplish your goal. Learn to manage your mind to become the CEO you want to be. Share your value consistently. Own your worth and what makes you uniquely valuable. And take massive, messy, imperfect action. So, if you are ready to move forward with a mindset of confidence so that you can finally get the results that you want in your business, I invite you to schedule a free strategy session. And I will leave that link in the comments below. Through coaching, whether it's one-on-one with me or in my group, Confident Entrepreneurs Thrive, I will help you move past the perfectionism, fears, and doubts that are stopping you from consistently sharing your value so that you can make the money that you want to make in your business. And I invite you to join me for my Double Your Business Challenge, April 10th through April 13th. And we're going to be working on all 5 secrets. So on day 1, I am sharing my goal setting strategy with the mindset so that you can become that person who has achieved your goal. And then on day 2, we are breaking out of imposter syndrome and owning your unique value to create a simple social media content strategy to attract your ideal clients. In addition, I'm sharing my favorite lead generation strategy so that you never have to be out of people to talk to, right? You have that steady stream of your ideal potential clients that you can be talking to. And then on day 3, learn my simple strategy when I doubled my business and made my first 5K in just 1 month after I was certified as a mindset coach, because it takes both the mindset and the strategy to achieve our goals. We can have all the strategy in the world, but if we don't have the mindset, we don't do the strategy. So join me, and I look forward to helping you achieve the mindset and the confidence to become the successful CEO of your business.